I think the I think hello, welcome in guys. Welcome in. I hope everybody's good today. Hope everybody is good today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I hope everybody is doing good today. Let's see what I'm looking for. Okay. So I am going to check a few things out. I wanted to see, yes, has YouTube became a hustle? So what I mean about that is I just keep seeing things, and I'm not judging anybody. You know, if you can make money, make money. I don't care. I'd put my cash app out there. If you want to help the channel, grow the channel, right there. Yes, my dono go is $1,000. I'm trying to rebuild my transmission to my truck. Um, so I like these topics. I don't really get into the drama sector. I don't really like to do the, you know, review other YouTubers because I just don't do that. Now I review things like hot topics, culture, political news, stuff like that. I just don't get into like bashing on anybody or do it. That's just not me. And hopefully it'll never be me. I'm a straight up guy. I'm pretty honest. I do what I say what I do. But when I started YouTube, man, almost 7 years ago, like we created content. We are content creators or streamers. Like I'm not an influencer. I don't ever want to be called an influencer or any of that stuff. What I'm saying is, has YouTube become a hustle? And this is why I say this. It's because I have seen channels, and I'm not talking about any one particular. This is just my opinion about YouTube sectors all over YouTube. Now you got to remember, there's over 20 million videos dropped daily on YouTube, downloaded. There's over 100 million, I think, 80 to 100 million people that actually are on YouTube that have channels. That's not including the people that just watch. There's hundreds of millions of people. But the thing I'm saying is, I'm not against a hustle. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to go back to a time where, it wasn't about making money. It was about creating good content. I got friends, I've got people that I know, they make movies, man, like documentaries. Like they put in 40, 50 hours a week on editing and stuff. Like I don't do that. I'm the kind of guy, I will turn my GoPro on. That's what I did when I created my content. I would turn my GoPro on and let it go. If something messed up or something happened, mishaps or good things, that's what you seen. I never got into the editing part. I never wanted to get into that stuff. I can do a little bit of it, but I don't get into it. I grew up without electronics, computers, stuff like that, so I never got into the nerd aspect of it. But when I say a hustle, because now it's like everything on social media is like, I know so many people on YouTube will not go and create Instagram or Facebook or X or Rumble. They don't want any other channels. They just want to do YouTube and stream and make money, which is fine. That's their business, not mine. This is just a topic I'm talking about, guys. But here's the thing. I'm on like 8 different social media platforms, not because I want to be an influencer, not because I'm trying to, be famous. Like it says, almost famous. No, I don't. I don't want to be regular. I enjoy doing content. I enjoy creating content, putting it out there. Now, some of the new places I've been in the last few months, people don't really know me. A lot of people don't understand where I come from. I come from the motorcycle community and different other communities. Like I said, I've been streaming. I've been doing this for almost 7 years. So, I mean, I've had so many, YouTube meetups to, meeting and people are like, oh, we're gonna have T-shirts and stickers. I own my own trademark. Not only that, I have my own stickers. One of them's right here. I trademark. I own my own trademarks. I make hats. I mean, I do. I've been doing this for a while. This is nothing new. It's always been a hustle for me. Not necessarily YouTube streaming, but social media has been a hustle for me. It's not about getting my name out there to be an influencer. I could care less of going and going to some, political event and saying, "Hey, I'm such and such, and I'm, just going to talk about this politics." No, I don't care. Like Penny Johnson, cool. Yeah, he's making good money. I'd like to be making that kind of money, but I'm not that influencer. I'm not that influencer. I'm not going to influence people. I'm just not. I'm not that kind of person. I have great character, I believe. A lot of people enjoy being around me, especially in the motorcycle community. Let's see if I can get this photo. But what I'm saying is, has YouTube become a hustle? And this is what I get in what I'm talking about with, I don't care what you do. It's your channel. You do what you want to do. When I'm saying, has YouTube become a hustle, versus content creation, I'm talking about people will come on and have 10 subscribers, 50 subscribers, less than 100. And they're sitting there saying, cash at me, or Venmo or Dono. And I'm like, you ain't earned that yet. To me, this is just my opinion. Like, we have to earn it. Like, we had to earn a following. I'm trying to get my following back because I got demonetized. They shadow banned me, even though I fought with them. They said they didn't. They took 2 of my channels, or 3, but 2 of them still on YouTube, just sitting there. One of them's monetized. And I'm like, yes, you do shadow ban, because my algorithm went from 500 to 1,000 people in my chat, people that I know, not random people that I know, to 0 for months and months. And now it's finally getting back to in the algorithms. And it's like, what the hell? And I've had a lot of people come from my other channels over here. And like I said, it's never been about like a hustle, like streaming. What's up, grumpy old man? Good to see you. It's always been about creating content. And when I say creating content and meeting people and having that community, that's what I'm talking about. And here's just, let me see if here's one picture of one meetup, which I don't really associate with some of the other people in it, but I mean, this is one YouTuber meetup with me right there in the middle. See me bent down on my knee. I was taking the picture. I had the thing in my hand. It was my camera. So, I mean, I'm telling you right now, guys, like, this is nothing new for me, but it seems like here lately in the last, year or so, all I see is people, and it's not just that. It's like they're expecting for you to donate and give them money. And it's like, wait a minute. Dude, you got 25 subscribers. What right do you have to come on here and say, hit my cash app and donate, or I'm not going to go over an hour of streaming or 2 or 3, I'm not going to do this. That's selfish. You're never going to gain a follow. And I love live streams. I love watching live streams. I like to join other panels when I can. Here's the thing though. Like, if I go to a live stream and they're kind of a small creator, I'm a small creator, but if they're kind of a small creator, like 100 or less subs, and every other word is cash app or don't know, don't forget to support the channel, I leave. I'm not going to watch those people. And I'll tell you why, because it's an aggravation. That's all they care about. Like, hey, how about you build your following? You get your supporters and they will automatically support you. It's okay to hustle. I mean, it really is. What you doing, buddy? I mean, I have no issue with people hustling, making money. The issue I have is when people feel entitled to someone's money. When someone comes on here and they haven't earned it, in my opinion, they haven't earned that following or that, hi, bud. Look who jumped up in my lap. Look at the buddy, my little buddy, Ozzy. Ozzy jumped up in my lap. Where's Sissy? I know. What is it, honey? What is it, buddy? What is it, honey? Go on. So I just feel like there's so much to YouTube that people don't understand, where you can create content. And I've seen people like in the motorcycle community, and they're like, how do I create this? Or how can I put this in there? And it's like, just put your camera on your bike, or, like I do a lot of times, I did a lot of riding videos, but a lot of times I think it's just like I would wait till I got to the event or the rally or where I was going, and then I always enjoyed turning the camera on and then talking and doing the event. Because if you know my other channel, then you know just about every live stream is asked exactly. And I really thought this was a good topic to get into. It's just become okay. It's just become nothing but ads and hustling with no real content. And I agree. I agree with that. And like my other channel, I had tons of content. Like, and of course, I don't have it anymore. The channel's still there on YouTube, but I don't have the content. I didn't have it backed up. A lot of motorcycle content, a lot of rallies, a lot of political, just everything I did, I brought to my channel. And what's people don't understand is it's okay to have those people that donate to you, but you build those people first. It's taken me years to get to certain places I'm at. Like I said, I've been doing this 6 years and I've had a loyal following. I only have like 5 moderators, and that sounds like a lot to some people, but it's not. I don't give everybody that comes into my chat room a wrench. I don't give everybody a wrench, that just hangs out with me. And I tell you why, because for me, and I always tell everybody, if I come to your stream and I hang out and whatever, do not give me a wrench. I don't want that responsibility. Why? It's not that it's I don't like to be able to look on someone else's channel. I know the benefit of it. I don't have time. To me, that's a responsibility. That's a job. I have the same moderators that I've had forever. And those guys know how to moderate my chat. And the only reason I have 5 is in case one can't show up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give people wrenches in my chat because I don't feel like they deserve them, or not that they don't deserve them, but I feel like, my moderators know everybody's welcome in my chat. You can have your own opinion, but when it gets to the point where I have to time you out, even my moderators will not time people out. Like, they will talk to me first, or they'll ask me. They know I don't want them timing anybody out. It's, a lot of people can speak freely in my chats, but when it comes to attacking me personally or threatening my children or me, yeah, that don't work. You're gone. You're out of, and I will block somebody quicker than anything. I will ban you and block you. I don't care. And the reason why is because I'm not going to have somebody at my channel that does that kind of talk. You're just not. You're not going to be around my energy. I feel like, hey, I'll throw this up once or twice. I might mention a dono here and there. You can cash at me, Venmo or PayPal. But I'm not sitting here saying it every other sentence. That's the thing. When you get to that point of desperation, I think that's what kills a lot of channels. Like, really, it does. To me, that kills a lot of channels, especially when you're just starting out. If you got less than 100, or I would even say 500, I would even say less than 500 subscribers, don't even worry about the money. I mean, even if you just want to live stream, you don't put content out, you don't put videos or shorts out, don't worry about donation. Don't worry about donos and cash apps. Focus on just streaming, making content, bringing things to build an audience. Most people believe if they just, we're going to live stream. I seen that guy over here or this girl over here. They cashed out them. They're going to cash out me. No, that's not the way it works. Now, the people that give donos, they'll give who they want. And if somebody gives a dono from one chat, okay, say if I'm in another, say if you're over and you're watching a live stream and there's somebody that donates $100 or $20 or $10, whatever it is, and say you go and do a live stream the next day and those people show up in your chat and they donate $10 or $100, whatever, and that person that they, was streaming yesterday gets mad, they have no right to get mad because they have no right to tell that person what to do with their money. But also, if you're doing a stream and somebody, or if you're watching the live stream and somebody is donating, or 2 or 3 people are donating in somebody's live in their chat. Don't expect those people to run to you and donate. They don't know you. Maybe they don't want to know you. But don't expect people that donate on one person's platform to donate on everybody's platform, because they don't. Like I said, you have to build that following. You can't just expect people, to give you their money without giving them something. So in my advice, I'm serious, like, build your following. I have 134 subs, and I tried to do one live stream and not one person viewed. You got to keep doing it. This, like I said, this has took me years, and where I've been, dismantled and freaking channels this is my 4th YouTube channel, and where I've been, demonetized and shadow banned. Look, I've got you in here, 1 person, 2 people, 3 people at the most. I'm trying to get my audience back. I'm not sitting here begging you to give me a donation, am I? That's what I'm saying. Like, people don't realize it takes a lot, to do this. This is not something. Now, some people just have the niche for doing, live streams. Some people have the niche for hustling. I get that. I do. I've always had the niche to do content and streams. For some reason, I don't mind the camera. I'm okay with it. It never bothers me. I guess because I don't really give a shit what people think. It's not their business. I've lived my life. I'm living what I can. And people ask me how, I get through, and, this shit's good. Here, I tell you what, if you really want to know some things, let's see.
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay?
I just had to show it. It was funny at the moment. It's all right. So don't get discouraged if you're starting out. If you want platform, if you want to be famous, if you want to be an influencer, if you want people to know your name, let me tell you something. If you start a channel, a YouTube channel, go to Instagram and start one there as well. Go to Facebook, go to Rumble, go to X, Twitter. You're not going to be anybody right off the bat. Trust me. I've only got like 21 or 22,000 followers on Facebook. I've only got like 44,000 on Instagram. That's nothing. X, I've got 600. On Rumble, I've only got like 30 maybe. On Kick, I don't have but a few. TikTok, I've only got like 25, but I don't really get on TikTok much. I just use it for content, to pull content off of. So I really don't pay attention to that as much. So that's the thing. If you want to be, I don't want to be famous or an influencer. What I'm saying is, today's age, used to, you could just do YouTube and be or just do Instagram. Oh, he's an influencer. Where? I've never heard of. Oh, he's Instagram, or she's Instagram. You know what I mean? They're Instagram influencers, or they're TikTok influencers, or they're Facebook. There's certain people that are just good for those platforms, and that's it. They may come to YouTube and no one will follow them here, because that's one of the hardest things to do, is get people from Instagram or Facebook over to YouTube, or to get your people from YouTube to Rumble, or Rumble to here. It's tough. They're all made not the same and very different. Like, the audiences are so different on each platform. Like, it's just, it really is. It's tough to get some of those people from over there over here. So when I say build up, you need to go to the other platforms and start building. Don't expect anything right off the bat. Never expect money. Never. You need to get that shit out of your head. What you need to think about when you create content is you need to think about content. Create content. Get out here and film. Everybody's got a cell phone. Turn it around. Put it on horizontal. Film you a 5 to 10 minute video. I don't care what you do. Introduce yourself, and then just keep doing. If you want to show your daily stuff, just upload it, especially with shorts. Get out here and do shorts. I don't care if nobody watches them. That's not the point. The point is getting it in the algorithm so it will be noticed eventually. I did a short on one of my channels that got took. I walked in Walmart, showed the price of cheese. It got about 200, 300 views. 1 year later, it got over 2.2 million views. I gained 1,500 subscribers off that one short. Now, I'm telling you right now, it's not about getting views and people subscribes right off the bat. It's about getting in the algorithms. Stop worrying about the money. Stop worrying about doing a stream and donos all the time. All right, buddy, have a good one. Stop worrying about that shit. That will come. Trust me, that will come with time. I know everybody's in a hurry for money and thinks that everybody on YouTube donates and gives them. Do you really understand what it takes for someone to actually give you $5? Now, I'm the kind of guy, like, I'll donate when I can. If I like somebody and I'm watching their stream and I enjoy the stream, I'll throw them $5, $10 here and there, what I can. You know, I mean, seriously, that's what I do. I will. And I don't expect it in return. Now, there are some people that say, hey, I follow you, man. I follow you. And then I will go to their chat and I will drop $5 or $10 because I test these people. You know, I'm going to give them a little bit of money. I'm going to dono. I'm going to drop a $5, $10 dono, Cash App or something. And I'm going to say, okay, here. You know, I don't say nothing. And that's me testing them to see if they actually do support me like they say, because I don't see them in my chat. They don't come and donate to me. So trust me, $5 can tell you a lot about somebody. If you just spend now I know a lot of creators and streamers that, you know, they donated, that's my money. Cool. That's it. Fine. But don't sit and tell me you support me and, hey, you know, and this and that. And then when I come support you, you don't support me back. I'm not expecting it. I just like to do it to see where you stand. I want to see what kind of person you are. If your words match your actions, you understand? So, like I said, everybody thinks YouTube, I believe it has. I believe it's become a hustle. I believe everyone that comes on these platforms now expects donations and money and, you know, every person that does a live stream expects somebody to pay their bills, buy their weed, you know. And I'm like, wait a minute. I get if you're in a bad situation and something happened and you need to hustle a little bit, go for it. But when you just come on here and you're lazy and you don't want to get up and go to work and you're just like, you expect people, well, and you get mad and upset and start pouting and crying about, you know, well, why don't them people donate to me just because they're donating to somebody? Trust me, you have to build the following. You obviously, people can tell if you're just there they can look at your channel and tell if you're just there for trying to get money out of somebody. You're not about creating content. You're not about streaming and giving real content to people and actually doing topic-based streaming. Because to me, I'm not in the drama section. Like, I'll hang out here and there, you know, at certain places in the streams here and there. But I'm not into drama. Like, I don't get into the debates. I'm not debating nobody. I'm a grown fucking man. I don't have to argue my point with anybody. That's just me. Now, I know there's a lot of people that love to debate. It's exciting for them, and I get it, but it ain't for me. So, do I like to watch those debates? No, I could care less. It's just they're long and they're drug out and they're boring, you know. But if someone's going to do a drama stream or something, like, I may stop in for a few minutes and watch a few minutes. I'd never stick my foot or my mouth in someone's drama. Like, if someone's doing a drama stream and they're, you know, doing drama on another YouTube channel, I never really say anything because that's not my place. I don't know them people. And that's one thing I don't like doing about drama, or not just drama. That's one thing I don't like doing on YouTube when I stream, is talk about another YouTube channel in a negative way. And I'll tell you why. Because that is just opening up the door for them to talk shit on you. That's it. It's just opening the door for them to talk shit on you. So I don't get into it. I'm not like, I got too much shit. I got too much important stuff going on. I just don't get into that. You know what I mean? I don't have time to argue and talk about somebody or somebody discuss me. I don't get my emotions into it. I don't get my feelings into it. I could care less. Like I said, someone wants to say I'm a bastard, an asshole. Cool. I'm an asshole. Who cares? But what I'm saying is most people do not understand that when you do those kind of streams, you have to build a following. Build your following. You need to set your mind aside about donations or, any of that stuff. You need to worry more about getting an audience that's going to come back daily if you're going to stream daily. Now, I can't stream daily. I try to stream 3 to 4 times a week. I've got so much stuff going on. I can't do it. I can't go live at nighttime. I got so much stuff with the kids and the house and stuff. I just can't sit and do live streams all day. That's just not what I can do. So, and there's a lot of people that can't, there's a lot of people that cannot get into that stuff. And then of course there's a lot of people that can, so, like I said, I think a lot of YouTube has just become so sour, everywhere. And I'm not talking about the content creators, the people that are making videos and dropping the videos. I'm talking about the streamers. You leaving? And I'm talking about the streaming part of YouTube. It's become so washed down with just give me money, give me money, give me money. It's like, when does this shit stop? And like I said, I'm not talking about any specific channel or anything like that. I believe it's your channel. You do what you want. I'm just putting it out there as a topic, in my opinion. Like I said, if you're somebody with 500 or less subscribers, stop worrying about doing a stream and worrying about somebody's money. Stop worrying about it. You have not earned that yet, in my opinion. Now, this is just my opinion, guys. My opinions and my thoughts. I don't believe you've earned the right to ask anyone. And that's just, I'm serious. I don't believe you've created enough content. You haven't created a community well enough to ask anybody. And if you're so good at something, why are you not doing it? Why are you not big time? Why you say, "Oh, I'm good. I can do this." Then why don't you have thousands of followers? Why don't you have thousands of subscribers? Why don't you have hundreds and hundreds of people in your chat? So stop claiming to be this. Do your streams, build your following. But I really think it is. I think everyone, everywhere, even in the black sector, I hang out around some black channels, some good people. And I'm not talking about those people, but there's other channels out there. And it's like, dude, you got 50 subs, 100 subs, 200 subs. Every other word is donate, 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 donate. And I'm like, I will not stand around. I'm like, damn, the topic you had was good. Why not just talk about the topic? Stop talking about donating. Just talk about the topic. I think a lot of people would succeed if they shut up about the donations and they would literally just talk about the topic. If they would get into the topic, I know everyone's like, well, this ain't free. It ain't free. It ain't. But we choose to do these channels. We choose to stream. I choose to pay for StreamYard. I choose to pay for the things I have, the internet, all this stuff. I don't choose to come on here and beg people to give me money so I can pay for my internet, so I can come on and so I can go live and they can see me. That's me. I don't do that. Like I said, I believe and yes, it is a hustle. I believe all social media has become a hustle. Everyone either, like I said, they either want fame, they want to be an influencer, or it's a cash hustle. It's a money grab, and that's okay. Some people has made millions of dollars off this, and I believe the internet, social media, it's been given to all of us as a gift, and it depends on how you play the game. Some people know how to play the game better than others, and people that complain and cry just don't know how to play the game. If you're sitting there and you're mad at some big top tier YouTuber or social media personality that's literally getting thousands of dollars, making tons of money, and you're upset or you're jealous, then it's your issue. It's not that they know how to play the game. They're willing to do something. That should tell you they're willing to do something you're not. You're not willing to go and work for it. You're not willing to achieve that. You're not willing to go and really put in the effort to creating content. Like, honestly, like, why have you not created content? You should be creating content. Let's see if that worked. Okay, there we go. I was wondering how I got to get that back up there. Okay. Like I said, I think people misunderstand how YouTube was meant to be. I truly believe YouTube was meant for people to create content and actually make videos, put videos out, put shorts, put content out, 30 seconds to a minute short of them doing something, saying something, getting someone's attention, showing something, and now it's turned into nothing but, madness. And guess what, guys? 4 hours ago, Marvel, excuse me, after 7 years has officially released the new Marvel trailer, the new Avengers. We got Doctor Doom, we got the X-Men, we have Thor, we have all kinds of people dropping in. So, like I said, I just think that some people don't understand when it comes to YouTube. This is why most people fail, and they whine and cry because they come in with an expectation of a hustle of trying to make money right off the bat. Well, first of all, like I said, nobody owes you anything. You do not deserve anything from anybody until you build that. You don't deserve it. You have to earn it. Stick to the topic, stick to the content. If you believe you're worth something, people will see that. Stop. If you have to tell somebody that you're godly or you're awesome, then you're not awesome. You understand? I heard somebody say, I'm righteous. And I'm like, real? No, you're not. You just had to tell people you're wanting people to recognize and praise you. And you're sitting there telling someone you're righteous. Bro, if you're righteous, people will see that in your actions. You don't tell people. If you tell people, if you have to tell people, oh, I'm righteous, I do this and that, or, I'm good at, then you're not. Wake up. You're not good at it because people will see it in your actions. And trust me, if you're that good, if you have that big of a complex and you're that good in your mind, and you're that good, you don't have to say it. Just create the content. Create the content, and like the Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. Isn't that how it goes with anything? If you build a platform, they will come. If you build a stadium, they will come. If you sing, trust me, they will come. People don't understand. People do not understand. If you need to be there, if you cannot show up, like I said, I've met tons of people. These are all YouTube channels, guys. YouTubers, social media YouTubers with channels. I've been to rallies. I'm telling you, my channel over there was big. Let's see here. Let me get down here for a minute and see what. Let me show if I can find my channel over here. Sorry about that. My throat's been really bothering me, guys. Right here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can add this to it. Hang on just a minute. Hello. How are we?
Oh, we good. How about you?
All right. Now, as some of you know this channel, and some of you don't, some of you may know this channel, some of you may not. This is my channel that was taken. YouTube has it. The live streams are monetized. I can't use it. I can't access it. So we were almost at 40,000 subs on this channel. We had almost 30 million views here, guys. We had, I joined this one in August the 23rd, 2021. It's 34. I got some people to my new channel that was subscribers over there. So some of the subscribers went down over there. I was over this. I was like 37,000 subs over there. So I got a few thousand to come to my, to move over to this channel here. Someone said, how'd you get these, 28,000? Well, I've been doing this for almost 7 years. So I've got a following. But when I got demonetized and channel banned, I got people saying that's followed me for years saying, hey, where did you go? Where's your channel, man? They unsubscribed us. They don't show us the notifications, so YouTube hit me hard. But what I'm saying is I have created content for a long time, lots of live streams, I even deleted like 1,500 to 2,000 lives. Like I said, this is a job, man. This is not something easy. You just don't come on here and, you're just famous overnight. Some people have it. I just don't. Like I said, this ain't all my lives. I deleted like 1,500. I was doing 2 to 3 lives a day. I was streaming. If you know me and you know who I was, or if you talked to anyone that knew me back then, if you knew anyone that was around my channel back then, they would tell you, like, dude, I streamed 2 or 3 times a day. Like, I was streaming constantly back then. So, but it's not just about streaming. I was doing literally content. Like, I was at motorcycle rallies. I was, doing lots and lots of content. These chopper rallies, Jack Daniels, let's see, review boots, from companies I worked with, riding in the country, in the mountains. I was at Daytona Bike Week. All over the place. Daytona. I'd been to Daytona a few times, guys. Like I said, it's just people don't understand. A lot of us has been doing this for a long time. And when I first do what? Okay. So when I say has YouTube became a hustle, for a lot of new people that started channels in the last year, yeah, a lot of people think it's just for making money, which, yeah, there's a benefit to it. There's a benefit to social media. You can make money. If you're good at it, you can make lots of money. Like I said, I have no issue with anyone making money. It's your business. It's your channel, your social media. You do it how you want. Don't expect me to be there. If you got less than 500 subscribers and your every other word is, Cash App or don't know, help me out, give me money, I just don't believe you will succeed. Like I said, I truly believe people need to focus on content. When people focus on content, things will come. I'm serious. Like when you focus on content, you will gain a following. And when the following comes, like me, YouTube told me, hey, start over. You have to build your history back. And I'm like, fucking A. You know, when they demonetize me, I can reapply now. I just don't have enough watch hours. I've got all the other things. I just don't have enough watch hours. So I'm trying to get my, 4,000 watch hours or whatever, but I'll get there or I don't. No big deal. I'm not pressing it. And if they don't ever give me back the monetization, I'll just continue to do it, the way I do it, and to hell with it. So here's something else. I have another channel. I just created another backup channel. Why? Because that's my fifth it'll be my fifth fucking channel, because I know how YouTube does. They let me get to 40, 50,000, 70,000 subscribers, and then I get hit or something happens and they take my shit down, or they take it, or, and it's like, what the hell? Why in the hell do they let me get to this point and then they cancel me or they take my shit every time? Because that's what they do. They don't enjoy free speech. Like I said, I did. People are like, well, you don't do thumbnails. Yes, I did. I did all kinds of thumbnails, man. I did regular thumbnails. I did, video thumbnails. I did all kinds of shit, man. You can see it right there. I really loved this channel because not only that, not because I had almost 40K subs and now they dropped down to 34 because I haven't put content on here in almost a year now, because they've had it almost a year. So it's active, but it's not active with me or nobody else. No one's put content on it. No one's done it. But here's the thing about this channel is I loved it because of the content I had on there, the motorcycle rides, the adventures I went on, the people that I hung out with at campgrounds and the rallies, the friends I've made. It's so hard to get that back. You need to, it's like, man, what the hell, what happened to all this? If I would have been smart enough back then, I didn't know how none of this shit worked, man. I really didn't. I really didn't know how none of this shit worked. I jumped into it. I didn't care. I jumped in head first and didn't back up any of my videos. I didn't do any of that stuff. And I wished I would have. I wished I'd have saved them all, because I could have had all this content saved in case something does happen and they delete that channel. For some reason, if they ever delete it, I will lose all that content, which, like I said, I don't have control of it. So, but I believe that some people are just ignorant in their ways. They need to realize that this is a content creating platform. Stop thinking that you can come on here with 10 to 20, 50, 100 subscribers and request people's money. I just think you're not going to, I just don't believe you're going to get anywhere. I really don't believe you're going to get anywhere if you come on expecting to make money. Like I said, how about you worry about creating content? Now, if you just want to be a streamer, I'll tell you where you can create content. It's easy. It's cheap. Get your phone, do a short. Do 30 seconds to a minute short, or now they've let you come up to 3 minutes. Do 3 minutes or less. Do some kind of content of yourself. Let the people get to know who you are. Put it out there. Like I said, do not worry about the analytics. Don't worry about the views or the clicks and all that shit. That will come. Right now, what you want to do is get in the algorithm. I see people that will get 10 views on a short, and then the next short, they'll get 200 or 500. They're like, I wonder why that didn't hit this. It doesn't matter. The only thing you're doing when you start out is you're trying to get in the system. You're trying to get in the algorithm. You're trying to get noticed, not views noticed. You're trying to get your channel noticed. Trust me, if you're under 500 subscribers, Your channel is not even in fairly any realm of the algorithms. Get over 1,000. Start putting out content where you can get your shorts into, thousands of views. That's where you need to head towards. Stop worrying about now. If you're just a streamer and you say, okay, I want to just do this, I want to make money, I want to stream, I want people to donate, I want people to cash at me, then what you need to do is not even mention nothing about money. Just put it on your screen like I did. Dono, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Don't say nothing about it. If you're under 500 subscribers, like I said, get up there, create topics, talk about topics, do 2 hours, do a 2-hour live, do a 5-hour. I don't care. It's up to you. Do 12 hours, but do a topic based live, talk topics. I like to do around 2 hours, 2.5 hours on a real good topic. I don't care if someone doesn't donate. I'm doing it because I enjoy doing this. I love bringing content. I love streaming. But when you're new and you're starting out, stop expecting, but don't even ask for donos. Don't just say it at the beginning. Hey, if you want to support the channel, there's the link. There's how you can support me. Then do the content. People will see that you're more worried and you're focusing more on content and topics. That's how you build your audience. Stop fucking worrying about, hey, I got $5, man. I got $5. What the fuck is $5? I mean, seriously. What's it going to buy? What's $5 going to buy you if somebody cash apps you $5? Don't think I'm not thankful for it. I am, but I also have a bigger following. But what I'm saying is when you're new, when you're starting out, worry about, sit down and start going through YouTube. Don't copy nobody. That's not what I'm saying. But figure out what the big time channels are, or not just the big time channels. What's the big time topics? What's getting the most views? See a topic on, I don't know, maybe ancient aliens or politics or Trump or, or Hollywood or whatever. And if they got 200,000 views or 30,000 views on a on a live stream or a video, figure that topic out, put your twist on it. Do not copy it. Like, hey, Marvel just dropped the new fucking, the new movie trailer 4 hours ago. First time in 7 years. Go talk about Marvel. Show a few things. Talk about it. Show pictures, not video, especially with Marvel. Don't show video. Show a picture. Or what happened this morning? We had a bomber in New York threw some kind of lit a fire bomb at the FBI headquarters. You can do it on that. Or you can do, there's all kinds of crime stuff out there in the past, in the history. You could think of a lot of topics to do, and people will come eventually. Trust me. Don't get discouraged. Just like my buddy just said, Grumpy Old Man. I have 314 subs, and I tried to do one live stream, and not one person showed up. So he gave up. There's 2 on here, and I'm still talking. I'm still doing the stream. I'm not giving up. That's what I'm saying. You got to keep going. Talk about the topic. Worry more about the content, guys. I am fighting to get my live streams back in the algorithm. I am fighting to get my audience back that I had. It's tough. I think it's really become a hustle. And that's okay to a certain point. That's okay to a certain degree, in my opinion. Like, seriously, I'm okay with people making money. But if you really don't have that niche and you don't know shit about these platforms and you've only been on here for 6 months and you got 50 subscribers, don't come on here and get mad when someone doesn't give you money. Or do not do this. This is something I see all the time. People are just watching YouTube and they're over in somebody's live stream and they see 2 or 3 people donating money. Well, they run out and start a channel, and then they start doing a live stream, and they expect those people to come to their channel and give them money. Do not do that. You're not entitled to someone's money. You're not owed anything. Worry about content. Create topics. Think them out. If you're not smart enough to think about a topic, if it doesn't register enough in your brain, maybe you don't belong on fucking YouTube or the internet. That's the whole point of this. If you can create topics and think of topics, every topic, I'll just tell you, has been done probably 10 times over. So you're not really copying anybody. Don't go copying somebody's word for word. Don't copy somebody's thumbnails. Don't copy somebody's titles. But if somebody creates a AI thumbnail, they don't own that fucking thumbnail, by the way. You create your own. If you want the different, now, if you want it to say, hey, I want, the NASCAR in the background like them, you can do that. You just put your picture in it or, add a few different things. They cannot trademark the AI images. Trust me. I've been down this road a long time ago. What I'm saying is just go to ChatGPT and put in a picture of you and tell it what you want the thumbnail to look like. That is the easiest, the basic way to create a thumbnail. Put a picture in, go to ChatGPT, put a picture of you, whatever picture you want, put the premise in saying, hey, but you have to say, if you're doing a thumbnail, you have to say a 16:9 horizontal. If you do not, it will make it vertical. And it won't fit on your thumbnail for your live stream or your video. I'll tell you that right now. So when you go to ChatGPT, put in your picture, pick animated or you want it different, and then say, hey, add my picture, just me, and in the background, put a NASCAR or dirt bike or motorcycle or political Trump, however you want to type it out or say it out, however you want to do it. And then do it, create it, and it will show you the things you do. It's easy. Then you have a thumbnail that is nobody else's. It's one of a kind. It's not like anybody else's, but you don't own that thumbnail. Somebody could take my thumbnail right now and go use it, and I could not really copyright it. I can. By YouTube standard, I might get away with copywriting it. I wouldn't do it because I don't copyright people. I don't strike people. I don't do that stuff. I think that's childish and ignorant. So I just think that YouTube has got to the point where everyone comes on here in the last 6 months to a year and they automatically believe that they're entitled to other people's shit. And you're not. You're not entitled to other people's shit. So quit thinking like that. Stop worrying about it. Worry about your topics. Worry about content. Create your content. Be different. Stand out. Trust me, just because somebody else, like I said, everybody's done every topic probably 10 times over. But do it your way. Put your spin on it. There's always someone that's going to listen to the way you do it more than the way someone else does. Trust me, you're going to have different opinions. You're going to have a different spin. You're going to sound different. You're going to look different if you come on camera. I just don't want to come on camera because I'm smoking and I don't like that in the camera view for the YouTube algorithm. So I'm telling you, I like to grow. I like my channel to grow. I try not to do anything that disencourages it or disharms it, or that harms the channel. So, don't be a libtard, he said. Like, subscribe, share. It's free. All donos will be read out loud if you put in a dono super chat. They will be read out loud. Also, we have good content coming in. We have good content coming in. Thank you, Steve, for the $10 cash app. Here, I'll give you something you can see.
Thank you so much for all your donations.
You make me smile every time you send a donation.
Thank you for the goodies. Yeah, these are the best. So
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Steve, there you go, buddy. Always appreciate the Cash App.
Do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
Ha, ha. I love these clips. I love doing this stuff. So, what do you guys think? You guys think that I'm wrong? I'm right? Do you guys think that people shouldn't be doing this? Do you think YouTube has become a hustle? Is there still real content creators out there, or is it all staged anymore? Is it all mostly podcasts, fake setup? Is most people doing it just for the hustle? Let me know what you think in the comments.
But go yourself. Is that clear?
Is that clear? That's what he said, wasn't it? He said, go. That was clear, wasn't it? So let's see what he said. Yeah. As we go through the elevator music. So, kiddos. Let me know in the comments what you think about why these people believe they have, or they are entitled to your money. Hustling. Hustle. Do you believe, as YouTube became a hustle and not content creators? I should have put that instead. I should have put creation. That's all right. I can change it later. Like I said, I think a lot of times people don't understand the economy is hard for some people, and a lot of people that are on social media, YouTube daily, they don't have a lot. Not everybody, but there's a lot that just, this is their entertainment. They're on here because it's free. They can watch it. They can get it. This is like their soap operas or whatever. A lot of people don't have cable or people can't afford, the streaming apps like Netflix and HBO and stuff like that. So YouTube is free. And guess what? Where can you get multiple different free movies and content creators, podcasts, live streams, videos, shorts? This is like an all-in-one place. So when you get on here and you got 30 to 100 people or so in your chat, I would say 90% of them will never donate to you. 90% will never donate. They will never drop cash apps. And it's not that they don't enjoy your content or enjoy hanging out. A lot of them just don't have it. Like I said, the economy's hard. There's only going to be those few people. Now, if you have 10,000 people in your chat, you got you got over 1 million or hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people in your chat. Usually when someone starts the donations, there's other people that will say, well, I can donate $5 or $2 or $10. And usually a lot of people will donate $5, $10, $20. Some people donate. I've seen people drop thousands of dollars in people's chat. And Of course, do I wish it was mine? Sure. But they've earned that. I never felt entitled to someone else's money or anybody else's stuff. I wasn't raised that way. So don't feel like when you come on this stream, when you start a channel, don't feel entitled to someone's money. Do not expect somebody to give you their money just because they give it to somebody else. I promise you, it's not your position. It's not you did not earn it. And I believe in earning things. I believe that you need to learn how to earn stuff in life, period. You need to work and earn what you have. If you come on here and just expect everything to give to you, you're not going to get anywhere, especially without creating content. I believe that's one thing. I'm really big on that. Even if you just want to stream, live stream all day, every day, still, I don't consider that content until it's over, until the stream's over. And then it goes and files and it becomes a live stream where people can come and watch it, go back and watch it. People can see it. That's content. Now, yes, are you creating content in the moment? Yes, but it's a little different the way I think. I think differently because I don't believe it's content until it's actually over and then people can watch it if you don't put it behind a paywall. And when I say paywall, I mean memberships. If you have memberships, I used to have memberships, but when I got demonetized, they took those too. So now I either have to put my streams on private or I have to, leave them out for people to view them. So I try not to break the TOS. I always try to watch no copyrights or any of that because I want people to see these streams. I want people to watch my content. This is content. After I get done with this, it will be content for people to go back and watch. And then if somebody sees this, they may say, I like this guy. I like this content. I'm going to subscribe. And then next time he goes live, I'm going to turn my notifications on. And the next time he goes live, I will be there to watch his live stream. That's how it works, or this way it's always worked for me. And like I said, I feel like a lot of people have really lost that with these platforms. It's become a money racket, or a lot of people see it as a money racket. Well, why can't I do it? Well, if you're not willing to come on and do it, if you're not willing to, don't just go and start a channel and do it live. Like my buddy said, nobody showed up. You have to network. I have networked for years and years with people. I've been on other platforms networking with people. Trust me, there's people that I've been on their streams more than they've been on mine, or even been more in my chat. Guess what though? I was networking. I never asked anybody to come to my channel. I've never really asked anybody to put my link in their channel. I don't do that. But if I go up on someone's live stream on their panel, and their audience sees me, I never say, hey, come follow me, do this. If they enjoy my character and they enjoy who I am, this person that I really am, because what you see is what you get with me. And if they enjoy it, some of them will ask, hey, what's his channel? Where can I find this guy? I like this guy. And you will network with people. But don't expect, now, if you're that channel and you have an audience, and you get mad because someone goes and watches somebody else and they're just not up your ass, then you're childish. Because you got chatters. You got people that just sit and go from live stream to live stream and watch live streams. I love watching live streams. But I'm also a streamer. I'm a content creator. But I enjoy certain streams. But here's the thing. If somebody's in that audience, somebody's in your audience and they're dedicated and they're there all the time and you know their name and this and that, that's cool. But if you see them in someone else's chat room, don't get mad because these people, this is their entertainment. Maybe they're free cable. Maybe they're free entertainment. Maybe they can't afford, like I said, maybe they can't afford Netflix or HBO or all those other Amazons and all that stuff. Maybe this is the only, thing they get to watch for their entertainment, for their movies, their TV, for their entertainment, so don't get upset if you're a channel. Don't get upset with people when they go and watch somebody, even if you don't like those other people, even if you don't talk to those other people, you may not even know those other people. don't get upset with those people because, dude, that's the only entertainment they may have. You understand? They may not be able to afford what you can afford. They may not be able to get off here and go and turn the TV on and turn it on HBO and watch all that or whatever, you know. Don't get upset. These people, and we know a lot of people thrive off of other people's gossip and drama. So we got, you know, there's always those people in those chats that thrive off of drama and they want to see it and they run back to this chat and they'll run their mouth over here and then they'll go over here and run their mouth. Those people I don't care about. I don't like. And I've seen many people do that. They'll go from stream to stream. Oh, such said this, or did you hear this? Or did, you know, they just want the drama. They stir shit up because that's what, you know, that's what thrives them. It encourages them. It gives them their dopamine, you know, all that shit. So I ignore people like that. Like I said, I think that YouTube has come a hustle and it's okay if you can hustle, but if you're new and you have less than 500 subscribers, unless you're like, you know, you have the money to back your network and you have a real podcast office and you have something really set up just awesome and you're going to grab people's attention, you will take off with no problem. But if you're 500 subscribers or less, take my advice. Focus on topics, focus on content, create content, do shorts, stop worrying about the clicks and views. If you get 10 views, don't worry about it. If you get 500, don't get too excited because your next one may get 5 views. Not every short, not every video, not every stream will get what you want or the one before got. It's an algorithm. It's getting in the system. A lot of channels, even under 1,000 subscribers, are not even in YouTube's algorithm systems. They're not. They're just not. And a lot of people don't understand that. They can't accept that. So keep creating your content. Keep pushing. And do not worry about the money. Stop worrying about the donos and worry more about topics. Create topics or think of topics. Trust me, you're not going to be stepping on anyone's foot. Like I said, every topic has been done at least 10 times over. So you're good in that area. Just put your twist on it. Put your opinion in there. Watch how you show content. You will get copyright, especially when it comes to news channels and political channels. The media, they love to strike channels. They don't want a lot of people. They don't want people using their shit. So what I would say is go to X, Twitter, or TikTok. If you're going to share content or stories, you know, be careful on TikTok and Instagram. There's music in their stuff. Music will hit you quicker than anything on YouTube. The copyrights are serious. You get too many of them, you'll be gone. And like I said, it's a slow process. This is nothing overnight. I've only seen a very few people hit overnight success with social media. So what do you guys think? Has social media, not just YouTube, but has social media become a hustle? Or is it still content based? Do you believe it's still about content or do you believe it's more of a hustle? I think it's pretty obvious it's more of a hustle. It's became a hustle. And that's okay. If you can do it, do it. If not, I understand. So we've been going for a little over an hour. I like to keep these kind of topics short because more people will watch them if they're not 5-6 hours long, you know. I want everybody to understand. Do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's Happy Monday. It's a slow Monday. It always is. Mondays are always slow, guys. Or the first of the week's always slow for streaming, in my opinion. It always has been. Don't forget to hit the Cash Apps, the Venmo or PayPal if you want to help the channel grow and succeed. Don't forget to share this out to your daddy, granny, mama. Be careful. You leaving? Love you. Sorry, kid going to work. So don't forget, like I said, Share this with a friend. Tell a friend about me. Tell your girlfriend about me. No, I'm just teasing. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't get it. You know, a lot of people don't. They jump in. Oh, you guys want to see a cool background? Look here, man. Look at this. 80s action, baby. 80s fucking action. Look at that. Is that not awesome? That is awesome. That is so freaking badass. Cobra, Commando, Mortal Kombat. We got freaking, you know, Star Wars, Karate Kid, you know, Street Fighter, Kickboxers, all kinds, Superman, you know, Highlander, all kinds of stuff, man. I love the 80s, bro. I love the 80s. We're going to do an 80s theme for long. I don't know. You guys like that kind of stuff? I think an 80s theme will do us good. So I think a good 80s theme, you know, stream will be okay. Like I said, we're going to show, and people ask me, how did you do this? How did you do that? Let me just show you kind of what we did here.
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed. I have one gear. Go.
How do you survive that?
Because I'm me.
Because of me. Because of me. I mean, you know, it is what it is. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. If you rewatch this, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe, guys. Like I said, we're going to end the topic there because we want more people to watch it. So we don't want it to be 2 or 3 hour long stream. The shorter the streams, usually the more the views get, in my opinion. I know it don't help the watch hours, but it will help them, but not like, so if I stream for 10 hours, it may get some, you know, 10, you know, some good watch hours, and I got to build those up. But anyways, happy Monday. I know it's slow and it's old and it's boring, but go subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, guys. We do need the support here. We need the watch hours. Not only that, we need you guys to show up. We need you guys to show up and show out. Donate. Get me off the streets, guys. So, like I said, we're going to do the fair use disclaimers. We usually do them at the beginning, but we're going to do them here. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Make sure you tell a friend, and guess what? Stay in your fucking lane or crash the damn thing.
Fuck it! Let's give the people what they came for!
Let's fucking go.
Get your spectral sock out, nerds. This gonna get good.